Welcome to this tutorial video on how to find peer-reviewed sources. We are going to be learning about what peer review is and how to find peer-reviewed sources today. Peer review is a process of evaluation that an article goes through before it is published. Peer review can happen in a variety of fields, especially in academia. The peer review process consists of 5 main steps. First, the author or authors will conduct research and write an article about their research. Then the author will submit this article to a journal publication. The journal publication will strip all identifying information from the article. This is to prevent bias from occurring because you don't know if someone on that committee is willing to publish anything from Harvard, or they might personally know who published the article. Then the article is submitted to the review committee where they will make a decision. If they decide to publish the article, that means they have reviewed it and everything is accurate. If the panel asks the author to revise the article, that means the author will need to go back and fix some inaccuracies before the panel publishes it. The panel might also decide to reject the article. One of the reasons why it would be rejected is because there are too many inaccuracies. The reason why your professors want you to use peer-reviewed articles is because they have gone through this rigorous peer review process and are of higher quality. Peer-reviewed articles have a few main parts. Their purpose is to present research to other scholars, faculty, and students. The format is unlike a magazine or popular source, which contain more graphics and less text. A peer-reviewed article is usually text-heavy with charts, tables, and graphs. The language is also more formal, and citations are required. There are many peer-reviewed journals, but one example is the Avena Journal of Medical Biotechnology. You can see an example of a peer-reviewed article on the left side of the slide. To make sure you have located a peer-reviewed journal, first look up the journal to see if it is peer-reviewed. You can also make sure to select the Limit to Peer-Reviewed Articles limiter when you are searching in a database. Original research articles are a type of peer-reviewed source. You may be asked to locate an original article. There are a few ways to determine if the article is an original research article. First, it should include an abstract, which is a summary of the article. It should also contain an introduction and background, a methods section which describes how the research was conducted, the results and discussion sections, and a list of references. The article needs to discuss an original research project that was completed. Now we are going to discuss how to actually find peer-reviewed sources. To find peer-reviewed sources, it's important to have a clear research question. The research question we will be using today is, how does melatonin affect sleep? To successfully search a database to find peer-reviewed articles, a search strategy should be developed. First, keywords should be chosen. After keywords are chosen, brainstorm synonyms or terms that describe like concepts to have additional terms to search. After brainstorming, determine the best terms and use Boolean logic to connect them. Then you will plug your search terms into the database. Here is a list of keywords that was developed from the research question. There are many types of sources you can use for research, including prior knowledge that you might have, reference resources that provide background information on your topic, books that can give a deeper understanding of your topic, websites that may add to your research, and finally journal articles. We are going to learn how to search for peer-reviewed journal articles today. After I looked at the list of keywords and chose the best ones, I separated them with Boolean logic. Boolean logic will help you have more control over your search. Boolean logic is made up of 3 distinct commands: and, melatonin, and sleep. Ask the database to find results with both terms. This narrows the search results. Or, in the middle, expands the search results by using the command OR. The database can find results with either of the terms. Finally, not, for not children, will remove these results from the search. In this case, we are interested in seeing how melatonin affects adult sleep, not children's sleep. Once the keywords have been developed and the search strings with the Boolean operators made, you will choose databases to search for articles. To find research databases available through LSC-Montgomery Library, start at lonestar.edu. From there, choose Libraries in the banner and navigate to the research databases. Choose the Health and Medicine link from the list of subject databases. These are the databases I recommend: Science Hall and Academic Search Complete. This is an example of a search in CiteAll. I plugged the keywords into the database search. There are over 1,600 results for my search, which includes both videos and articles. If I want to limit to only peer-reviewed articles, I will use the Refine Results limiter on the left side. To limit to peer-reviewed articles, I will click the Show More link circled under the Limit To list to open more limiting options. As you can see in the picture to the right, you can limit to just peer-reviewed articles. Select the checkbox and your results will update to only show peer-reviewed articles. Again, make sure that you choose an original research article by reading the article and looking at the main sections of the paper, including the abstract, introduction and background, method, results, discussion, and references. The authors themselves are the ones that conducted and wrote about the research in the article. Thank you for watching this video on how to find peer-reviewed sources and original source articles. If you need help with finding these types of sources, please contact a librarian.